Welcome in the sewing room. I'm so glad y'all are here and you've joined me today. I've been at it again. Oh my mercy gracious, have I ever been at it again? I have. I went shopping yesterday. I did. And y'all know what that means. I've got lots and lots of pretties. Lots of pretties to show you all. Plus, I did an order that'll be here in the next day or two. I'll put that in a separate video because there's a lot in this one. So we'll have two shopping videos. So grab you something to drink, sit back, relax, and see what I did. All right, are y'all ready? You got your cup of coffee, glass of wine, whatever time of day or night it is you're watching. Get back, sit back, get relaxed, and let's see what I bought. I've got a huge bag over here of stuff. First off, I bought some ribbons. Just various colors of grosgrain ribbon, plus this one. It looks like a measuring tape. Yes. And this will be for the ornaments that I'm making. And I have got a ton of these ornaments already made. Y'all, this is something I work on every night. Every night I work on these little ornaments. Here's another one. I mean, I've made a ton of them. This one's got a sewing machine on the front and the back. And I put the measuring tape, a wider measuring tape around the edges instead of the binding. I just thought that was so cute. Here's one that's a little different with the bicycle. Here's one with a little squirrel in the middle. He's cute. But I've not finished them. I've not got the binding or the bows on the top because I sit down there at night and just work on this part. There's that one, the little hedgehog. He turned out so cute. Here's one that's made all with Tilda fabrics. Here's a blue one. I think this one's so pretty. Just all the blues. Here's a Christmassy one. And these are folded just a little differently. Here's another blue one. This one's really pretty. Here's another Christmas one that's formed a little differently, the way I did the fabric pieces. Here's a pink and a burgundy one. Here's one that's blues and greens. Y'all, I just love them. They are all so pretty. They're all so different. Here's one with pink snowmen. And I folded the pieces a little differently on this one. I just get down there and start playing, and however it comes together is how it comes together. This one's a little different. As you can see, I stacked the greens and the prints to make it look a little different. So these ribbons, for the most part, we'll make some bows for those. All right. So now then, I was out of flannel. I was, and this week Hobby Lobby has fabric 30% off. So that's when I always try to buy my fabric at Hobby Lobby because it's every other week. And so I get that at Hobby Lobby. All right, let me show you some towels. I went to HomeGoods. Love, love, love my HomeGoods. I wish we had a bigger HomeGoods like some of the bigger cities do. But with that comes more people, and then I don't want more people. And so, you know, that's just kind of the way it is. Got these pink football towels. I thought my daughter would like those. And I got these fall kitchen towels here. I'm going to be making some of those for my kitchen for Thanksgiving to have to hang up pretty. And I got some Christmas ones. Look at these with the candy canes. I just think they're so cute. And these have holly down here on the bottom here. And when you turn them to do your towels, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. When you turn them to do your towels, if I can break that, I did. What happens is when you cut this side, these are upside down. So you need to turn it this way to make your towel. Take you whatever fabric you're putting up here at the top and make you a binding and put down here. It works just fine that way. And then it brings them together. Yes, it does. So that's what I'll be doing with mine that are upside down. And these are little gingerbreads. Look at these. Aren't these cute? And then there's a gray one in the middle. I thought these would be cute for my brother because he's a bachelor. And they would be, kind of masculine colors for him. And then I just got some solids. Just a few solids to use some pretty printed fabrics on. And then I've got these right here. These came from Sam's Club. All right, I got these towels here from Sam's Club. And they are just good, big terry towels. I'd like for these to have been a little more orange for Tennessee, but they're more of a peachy colored, but they'll still be pretty. And then I got the same thing in navy blue, and this is more of a lighter blue. These are navy stripes, and navy plaids. I'm not sure if I'm going to decorate all of those or not. Then I got these here, 2 brown ones, and this with the coffee. I think that'll be pretty. So I got a bunch of towels from HomeGoods and Sam's Club. Now for the fun stuff. But first, I've got this old tin can. It's a big one. It's one of those great big restaurant size cans. Long story short, Sam sent me this size can of corn, which I would have never bought because Lord knows we could never eat all that. I used some of it in some soup and put the rest of it in the freezer. So I washed this can and I thought, I've got to come up with an idea to do something. Give me your ideas. Now then, on to our fabric. I was out of solids. Solids you just need sometimes. So I got some yellow, some white, a couple of greens, a red, a navy blue, and a couple of pinks. So I got some solids just to add back in to have for different things. Oh, and an orange. I got some orange. I'll save that for a minute. Here are some Christmas ones that I picked up. I think these all came from Hobby Lobby. These are my Hobby Lobby fabrics. Here's a polka dot. And here's some more holly. So I got those there. And here's some more Christmas. These came from the quilt shop in Colonial Heights, Heavenly Stitches. That's where I got these. This one's not a Christmas. This one is a Christmassy one. So is this one. Look at this one. Love the gingerbreads. If there is one y'all want to know what it is, let me know and I'll look it up. Give me a timestamp and I'll go back and look it up and see what it was. And these are just some kind of solidy ones that are good for whatever. We'll save that for a minute. Got this orange. I thought this would be so pretty for Thanksgiving. And then I got these, put those with that. Here's another with kind of like little gingerbreads and things to go with the gingerbread towels. And here's one that it would go with all sorts of things. I just loved this one. It's got all sorts of fun stuff on it. And I got a few more little tildes, couple tilde prints here that I didn't already have. I just picked up a few more. That's our tilde. Here's some more. They're some I already had some of I'd used. I need to restock that. Here's a red and white stripe, and here's a green stripe. I told y'all I went to town and went shopping. I did. Here's this. I think this is so pretty. Just, I gravitate toward those types of prints. That and this, they go together. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? That'll make pretty ornaments with something. Here's a navy blue that I just fell in love with. It's a little bit of green, a little bit of white. This goes with this as well. This one. It's got little rabbits, little birds, a little dog, a little bear, different little things. Here's some greens, just some greens. I had some of this. I had used almost all of it. And here's one. This is just an Aunt Grace. I love those Aunt Grace prints. So I guess these are the only 3 tildes that I picked up. Then I got this one. I thought that was just so pretty. Here's some that I had ordered that came in. I'm telling you all this, I just got it all at one time. This has got little rabbits and little topiaries and things on it. I just love this. This will be so pretty in a collage of some sort. Some of these pieces. I think these are all Riley Blake. I think. This is called Sweet Spring. Yeah, this is Riley Blake. Like I said, I've got more ordered. That's just not here yet. So, and here's this. I think I've had some of this. I'm just not sure, but I really like it. So I got another piece. Here's another blue. I think is so pretty. It's just a pretty blue print. And here's this one. That'll be pretty. And all sorts of things. Now then, I got this. It's got little stoves on it. I thought, how cute is that if you're going to hang it on your stove, a towel? And that'll be pretty on several of those. And then I've got just this brown plaid because, you know, masculine and so forth for a masculine kitchen. I thought these would be pretty. You know, kind of like that. And even just the plain. So he can always have him a towel handy to dry his hands on. And then I got some oranges because, you know, I live in Tennessee. So I got this. This is just a little piece right here. I'm going to cut the T's out to put in the center of some ornaments. And then I got these that possibly will go on some ornaments as well. Here's our orange checkerboards. And then I got this print here. Like this. We can cut out some smokies, some helmets, some things to use that way. Maybe even possibly do the top of a dish towel or two. So there's different things we can do with that. So I'm kind of excited to get all those cut out. And we're not quite done yet. We've got a little bit more to go. Yes, we do. I was at Ben Franklin and I bought some little narrow velvet ribbon. This is for ornaments. I got a pink, a red, a navy blue, and like a hunter green. Look at those. Aren't those pretty colors? This one is the hunter green. I don't know if y'all can tell it or not, but it's a real pretty green. And they're velvet and they're just so pretty. This is 10 yards for $6. So it's like 60 cents a yard. Look at that. And it's velvet. It'll be so pretty. Yeah, that would be pretty on packages as well. Christmas packages. It will be very pretty on that. And for all of our sewing, we have to have some thread. And they carry the Gutermann thread over there. So I picked up just a couple of those. And then, of course, for my sweet husband that says Roll Tide. I know, but he does. Got him some Alabama ribbon so I can wrap his present, and I'd also gotten him a pretty little, it's a little metal tin, just a little tin piece. It said Alabama Roll Tide something. I don't even remember now, but I picked it up yesterday at Ben Franklin for him for Christmas. Well, Ben Franklin put my stuff in clear bags, and he usually is not one to do that, but he started carrying things in for me yesterday, and he saw it, and he said, I just went ahead and took it. I said, it was going to be part of your Christmas. He said, it just went straight to the man cave. I said, oh, well, okay. So he's already taken that to his man cave in the barn. I got just a few more things here, just a few more. Got some more 505 at Hobby Lobby. They were still out of the June Taylor, and I don't know if they're going to carry it anymore or what, but they're still out of it. So I picked up the 505 because I was out, and I picked up these at Hobby Lobby. These are little templates that are good for paper piecing or whatever. They're just little templates. But I thought they would be cute to hang with a little bow to hang on my tree up here as like little ornaments on my little sewing tree. And then I got some more pins. I love these little pins with the birds and the little tulips. They seem to be very sharp, and the heads are easy to grasp. I like those pins a lot. One more thing I bought at Hobby Lobby. Temporary basting tape right here. I was doing something the other day, and it called for that. And I'm like, I don't have any. I'll just use a piece of masking tape. Well, I couldn't get the masking tape out then. It was kind of stuck in there. And I'm like, ding, dang it. I have to rip this out and pull this tape off. Now what am I going to do? But this is water soluble, so it'll come out in the wash. So that will be a really good thing to have. So that's all for this particular video. A big haul, a humongous fabric haul. I did yesterday. Like I said, some of it came in the mail. And then all of my towels. I was really excited about all those. Plus, I've got a big stack over here, plus more over there on the shelf that I need to get done. But one final thing, I've got a lot of you all are local to me, a lot of local subscribers. And some of you have reached out and said, I'd love to run into you out and about somewhere. I'm going to tell you where I'm going to be. And I'll tell you more as it gets closer to time. But I'm going to do one market this year, where I'll be selling a few things. I'm going to have Christmas ornaments. So if you want Christmas ornaments, I will have tons of Christmas ornaments. I will have some hanging towels. I will have some little pin cushions that you wear. I don't know what else that I'll have time to make in videoing and producing. I mean, it's taken a lot of time, okay? But I'm doing one market, and it's going to be in Elizabethton, downtown Elizabethton, the Saturday after Thanksgiving for Small Business Saturday in downtown Elizabethton. And I'm not sure of the address yet. The girl at Fletcher's Homemade is hosting it, and she invited me, and I said if I can get some things together, and I've gotten some things, and I said, yeah, I think I'll try to do it for you. So I'm excited about that. So y'all can come out and see me that Saturday. I'm not sure of the times yet or the exact street address. I will get that for you though in a future video. I will let you know exactly the street address and the times so that you won't miss me. So if you want to see me, come on out. I'll be there. I don't know if I'll be by myself or if I'll have a helper or two. I don't know yet. So come out and see me that Saturday after Thanksgiving, Small Business Saturday, okay, in Elizabethton. And I'll have a lot of these things that you see here. I'll have tons of ornaments. I'll have some towels and some little pin cushions. And my pin cushions, I'm putting a jar top on the back of, so that you don't stick yourself with the pins, because I do that all the time with mine that did not have that. So yes, are just mine have something back there so you don't poke yourself. So all right, then I'm going to leave y'all right here with this one. I'm glad you joined me to come to see what all I bought. Now I've just got to figure out a place to put it all. I know, but that's the fun part, isn't it? Isn't that the fun part, to come out and see what all I got and figure out where it's going to go? But I'll figure it out, I promise. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye for now.